I discovered that 4 out of my 5 children aren't mine, and when I confronted my wife she committed suicide. I met my wife when we were in high school and we married in college. We have 5 beautiful children together and I consider them a total blessing regardless of what I'm about to bring up. Until a couple of weeks ago, I thought that we had the perfect marriage. We always go out together and we never fight. I felt like I'd done everything a loving husband should do, and I am saying this not to make myself out as the perfect husband. My work has always meant I work long hours and maybe haven't always been there when she needed me, but I want to stress that I've never felt our marriage was in any trouble. Never in a million years would I ever have suspected my wife of being disloyal, because she'd always done everything she could to support me and take care of our children. But something happened that made our marriage collapse. My eldest daughter recently had an ancestry test done for a school-related activity, and the results of the ancestry test strongly suggested that I was not her father. She confided this to me privately and showed me the results. I could tell she was visibly upset by this. Of course, the first thing I did was reassure her that no matter what, she's my daughter and I'll always love her unconditionally. But I thought that it was just an error, although unlikely. The two of us decided to get an official paternity test since the ancestry tests are not completely reliable. It comes back, and to my greatest shock, I am indeed not her biological father. This news really broke me. I'm ashamed to say I broke down in tears in front of my daughter. The combination of finding out about my wife's infidelity and how upset I was making my daughter by how I was reacting. I really wish I had kept it in for her sake, but I didn't. Following this, I asked my other children, except my youngest, to come and see me. I wanted to know the extent of my wife's infidelity. If it was a one-off, I could maybe work past it, especially given how long ago it would be. However, I didn't want to tell my youngest, as she is still in school and a teenager. I really didn't think it was appropriate to tell her yet. We told the other 3 what had happened. God, I can't begin to explain how touching their reaction was. They didn't care that I wasn't their biological father, they were just upset at how heartbroken I was. I feel like the only thing that has kept me going these last couple of weeks is their unwavering support. I reassured them that I love them unconditionally and that I'll always be their dad, but that I need to know how long this has been going on. So we have paternity tests for each of the 3 done. It is our greatest surprise that not only are none of them my biological children, but together 4 of my children have 3 different fathers. Which somehow made it worse. It's like, she wasn't just having an ongoing affair, she was having multiple? As one should expect, I confronted my wife with this, expecting her to confess and beg for forgiveness. She did not confess and doesn't even take it seriously. She says the tests must be flawed. But all 4? How the hell am I supposed to take that seriously? I keep bringing it up and she keeps brushing it off, getting progressively more annoyed at me. When I bring it up she will try and guilt trip me, saying, "We've been together since high school, do you seriously not trust me?" But how am I supposed to trust her in the face of such overwhelming evidence? I've been with my wife my entire life. It's almost impossible to see a life without her. I know that the answer should be a clear-cut leave her, but we have 5 kids together. If there's anything that can be done to save our marriage, I want to consider it seriously. So, my kids and I confronted their mother again. It really didn't go well. I think the prospect that no one believed her finally hit home, because she completely broke down and apologized profusely, but refused to explain herself or anything that would give myself peace of mind. For the next few weeks we barely said a word to each other. I was hoping she was thinking it over, and I expected her to eventually sit me down and explain herself. I figured she was so far deep in a lie that got out of control, she needed time to think things over. Nope. I came home one evening to find she had committed suicide by overdosing. So I lost the love of my life, and I'll never know what mistakes she had made.